So we got this lady that says I should stop saying ciao, and it's a 3 minutes video. I need to know because I say ciao in Italian all the time. So is this clickbait? I don't know. Maria Rosa, I don't know. Let's figure it out. Let's find out. Let's see. If she speaks Italian the whole time, I'll translate for you. But then again, it's 3 minutes. So let's put some subtitles. Can I choose English? Great. Fantastic. What language is
One way everyone can tell that
she's speaking English, okay.
you're new to learning Italian is how often you say ciao.
Ciao.
So in this video, I'm going to show you all the different ways to greet someone in Italian without using ciao. Now, this isn't to say that saying ciao is bad or wrong because...
Okay, then we're fine, because I was like, did they change the rules in Italy while I was away and now no one says ciao and we need to stop? So basically it's a way to say, if you always say ciao, like your vocabulary is a little, am I even top right or am I, yes I am, okay. It's maybe like a way to say if you always say ciao, you're not really showing a very deep vocabulary, which I mean, it's a good point, but we Italians do say ciao a lot. Let me bring back the chat. There we go. Let's go.
This is perfectly good and useful, and I use it every day too.
Good.
But it shouldn't be used in every situation, and there's better alternatives out there.
Yeah, she's right. Ciao is informal. I don't know how it works in Spanish. I think people, if any of you speak Spanish natively, I think Spanish speakers only use ciao to say goodbye. In Italian, we use ciao to say hello and goodbye. You can use it either way. But it is informal, so you should use it with friends. It's kind of weird sometimes when foreigners use ciao like with an elderly person, even though like I would say buonasera, buongiorno, arrivederci. I wouldn't say ciao to an elderly person unless I know them, unless like I know them by name on a first name basis. And also saying ciao to someone who is like your friend's dad, if you know them, it's fine. It's only a matter of, depends on the level of formality, I would say. French has formal and informal too. Others may have as well. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, yes. Napoleon says, ciao, bella ragazza. Yeah, she's a bella ragazza, for sure. You thought ciao was farewell, not greeting. In Italian, it's both, Alex. So you can say, like, your first time you enter your friend's house, you can say, ciao, 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 come stai? Ciao, come stai? Ciao, come stai is a combo in Italian. Ciao, come stai? Or ci vediamo, ciao. You can even combine them. You can use them same way.
If you're a beginner and you want to learn Italian the easy way so you can connect with family and friends and embrace your Italian heritage, then like this video and hit subscribe.
And go to the Vatican.
So you can see more videos like this one.
Sounds good.
And if you want extra help with pronunciation or just a tangible PDF to learn from, then click the link in the description below and you'll get my official Italian pronunciation guide.
Okay.
I think you'll find it really helpful with 40
she put a picture of a Vespa. Of course she did. Vespa.
practice words and some phrases too. If you're new here, ciao, mi chiamo Maria, and I learned Italian from scratch so I could embrace my Italian heritage and really get to know my family.
I see. So she's American. She's an American Italian-American. There you go. She's an Italian-American. Cool.
And friends over in Italy. And for over 6 years now, I've been teaching Italian to people with Italian heritage just like me so they can do the same thing too.
That's wonderful. I very much appreciate when Italian Americans do speak Italian. It's so fun when my wife and I go to Little Italy, when we go to New York, which we do tend to go not that often, but usually at least once a year. And then we always go, like it's a must stop to go to Little Italy. And then whenever I find an Italian American who does also speak Italian, it's nice, it's fun.
And so if that's something you want to be a part of, and then just keep on watching. Right. So ciao can mean hello or goodbye.
Correct.
And it's really only used in informal situations.
Yeah.
This is a huge mistake I see among most beginners, and now you don't have to make it. So again, ciao is really only used for informal situations. So
I think the origins of ciao are not even from standard Italian. I think it comes from one of the regional languages, which in Italy we call dialects, although technically, I mean, they are regional languages. I think it's from Venetian, if I'm not wrong, which I was reading at one point that it comes from Chavo or something like this. I don't speak Venetian, of course, but something like I'm your slave. I believe. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check the etymology because I haven't read it in a while. Yeah. The video's just an ad. No, it's fine. It's fine to plug your own things. given on a 3 minute video is a little bit, it is what it is, but I mean,
For example,
yeah.
if I was walking into a restaurant for the first time and I didn't know my waiter, I wouldn't say ciao.
Unless the waiter is a young person. If the waiter is like a 16-year-old boy/girl, you can totally say ciao. Just wanted to give a little context there. Not that I'm correcting her, but I do want to give context. I would absolutely say ciao to the waiter if they are young. Also, there is a difference between north and south in the sense that northern Italy tends to be more on the formal side of things, whereas southern Italy, often you will see that people are kind of ditch the formality more quickly. So if you're in Naples or in Sicily, but in Naples even more, and you enter a restaurant, you could say ciao to a waiter that you don't know, or not. Kind of depends. The Southerners are less strict when it comes to formality than people in the north. It's just one of those things. Alex asks, were different Italian states really that different that they basically had different languages? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And even now that Italy is unified, uh, it's relatively young. It's only like 170 years, is it? 180 years? So yeah, the regional. If we can all use Italian, of course, with our own different accents. But if I speak Sicilian to someone from Friuli and they speak Furlan, and someone from Milan speaks Milanese, it becomes mutually unintelligible for most. Like sometimes we'll understand each other, but that's the same in Spanish. Sometimes I will understand a Spanish speaker. Sometimes I will understand even a freaking Romanian speaker, depending on the word choice. So the simple fact that it can be mutually intelligible doesn't mean that they are in different languages, if you catch my drift. What that means is that often when I listen to, for example, Furlan, and then I listen to standard Castilian Spanish, Spanish will be easier for me to understand than Furlan, even though Furlan is technically a dialect of Italian. Although the reality is that a lot of these, I don't really think it is. I think even Sicilian it's a dialect of Latin if you really want to look at it that way, because it's as ancient as Italian is. But yeah. Good
Because
night, Liz
that's
Spicy.
more of a formal situation and I don't know the waiter. In this case, I would say salve. Salve is a greeting that is much more appropriate for
Yeah,
formal situations.
she's absolutely correct. Of course, salve comes from salve in Latin. It's the exact same word with just the V pronounced. And I use it a lot personally for my personality. I often, when I enter a place, you can say buongiorno, buonasera, or you can say salve. It's quite formal, yeah.
Or when you're meeting somebody for the first time. Are you guilty of saying ciao all the time?
Yes, but I'm Italian, so it's okay. I get a pass.
If so, you are not alone. Let me know in the comments. Curious. Instead of ciao, it's also really common in Italy to hear buongiorno, buon pomeriggio,
Sì.
and buonasera.
Buon pomeriggio, so they are good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Buon pomeriggio out of the three is the least commonly used by native speakers, although the percentages of how much these are used vary region by region. In Sicily, people start saying buonasera, good evening, after freaking 2 in the afternoon. And which you can imagine that even at 1, I've heard people saying, 1 p.m., I've heard people saying buonasera. So we kind of start saying buonasera very early. You can say buon pomeriggio, it's just less used. I can't speak for every city though, so I don't know if maybe buon pomeriggio is used more in Milano, Bologna. Who the heck knows? My dad never uses it, and he's from the northeast. Snow Bunny, hey there. Metron, are we doomed in Italian if we can't roll an R? No, you'll just have an accent, but that's fine. It can be even endearing. Like if you, yeah, no, it's totally fine. If you can't roll the R, you're perfectly understandable, and it just gives you a foreign accent. And to give you an idea, it would be like me rolling my R when I speak English. So it's not that you can't understand me, just have an accent. Hey, Greg, glory to Rome, my friend. Good to have you here.
As greetings. So since ciao can come off as really casual, I would
Yeah,
recommend saying one of these depending on the time of day.
sure.
And those are perfect for any situation whatsoever, formal, informal, you name it. You can always say buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, and or buonasera. And
Yeah.
last but not least, another common greeting you'll hear in Italy is buondì.
Correct. I do want to say, though, she's really good. She's really good. Good teacher, good Italian. The way she pronounced it had a bit of a foreign accent. Let me hear it again.
which means good morning. Buongiorno, same thing. There's not really a difference.
Wait. Let me go back. I want to hear it.
Same thing. There's not really.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
Another common greeting you'll hear in Italy is buondì, which means
Yeah, she's saying it. It's actually, I find it very cute, but she's saying buondi. So she's stressing the beginning, but we stress the end because there is an accent. So we would say buondì. Buondì. That's how you pronounce it in Italian. Yeah, di just means giorno, day. It's another way to say it. So buondì, I like buondì. I think it's more commonly used in the north, but you do hear it occasionally in the south. I've heard it a lot more often in northern Italy, though. You can use it anywhere.
good morning. Buongiorno, same thing. There's
thing.
not really a difference with that one. Saying buondì will also
Yeah, you
really
see, she says buondi. It's buondì.
impress whoever you're speaking to, especially if you're just learning Italian.